Bashco time.
All the things that you need for your home. Prices so low, you will never need alone at Bashco.
Tell them.
At Bashco.
Where you shopping?
Appliances, household furniture and rugs, gifts and linens and glass
All
and
them
mugs
things.
at Bashco.
Where you shopping?
At Bashco.
Tell them.
Whether they north or south, it's the east and the west.
Everywhere.
Bashco them all over, they must be the best at Bashco.
Where you shopping?
At Bashco.
Tell them again.
At Bashco.
Bashco.
At Bashco.
The store that gives you more.
Guys, welcome to the show. Today we have a very informative and a very exciting show. So whatever time of the day you're watching this, if it's in the morning, late at night, or in the afternoon, or on social media at any time, thank you for joining us. We're going to talk today all about glassware. We're going to talk about some new arrivals in our Christmas line, and you need to stay tuned because we will be having some exciting stuff happen in November. So stay tuned both to the infomercial and on our social media feeds. All right, guys? We're going to start today right here, where you can see there's a very wide variety of glassware. And if you're not in that field, maybe you're not a connoisseur of wines, maybe you're not a bartender, you may not know what all these various glasses are for. Now, I will say openly, and this is something that my good friend would have said, I'm going to give you guidelines. If you buy it, do what you want with it. If you say, Omar, this is not a wine glass, this is a candle holder, then by all means it is a candle holder for you and I'm okay with that. Just come buy it here. So we're going to talk about the general idea and what was intended when these things were designed. I'm going to start right here, where you're going to talk about white wine and red wine glasses. Now these are very nice, guys. If you're a caterer, this is a harder, sturdier wine glass. You see that the base is a bit heavier. You could also use this as a cordial glass if you absolutely wanted to, because it's shorter stemmed and a wider bowl. That's kind of how cordial glasses are for, guys. Cordials are those either sweeter dessert wines or the digestives in some cases, people like to call them. So your ports, your Bristol creams, your sherries, that kind of stuff would go into these type of glasses. But if you want to use them as white wine or red wine, I'm going to tell you the differences and why a white wine glass is different from a red wine glass. And I'm going to use these right here because they're so close at hand. Now, at first glance, I'm really hoping I don't drop these guys because I am not good at picking up glassware. At first, look, no man, come out of this thing. Woo! All right, we made it. At first glance, you would say that these white wine and red wine glasses are identical, but you would be mistaken. What we have here in the red wine glass is that the bowl part is wider or deeper, and the crown of the glass on the red wine glass is usually a little more open. The circumference of the glass is wider. Now what that is, the reason for that is that red wine, to reach its full flavor potential, needs to breathe. Now that might sound strange because this is a liquid you're talking about, but red wine needs to get oxygen, it needs to be oxygenated, it needs to breathe, and the taste, the flavor profile improves as it gets that oxygen. So having a bigger opening and a bigger bowl allows the air to pass through the wine better, to give you the taste that the winemaker really intended. I'm going to try very gently to put that down. Okay, white wine glasses, like I said, will be a little bit more shallower unless it's a sparkling wine glass, and we will get to that, don't worry. And it'll have a narrower cup, or can we call it a cup? A rim? Rim, narrower rim at the top. Again, these are great. You're getting ready for your Christmas party, you're getting ready for your New Year's party, you're a caterer out there. This top line up here, the Gallant, the Windsor, we're gonna go down the entire line, are great options for you because they're sturdier. Some of these glasses are very, very pretty, very attractive, great for a homeowner. But in an environment where you're going to be washing them regularly and reusing them like a caterer, these may not be your best option for you, all right? So as you go along the top line, you're going to see a water glass. Now, also a water goblet. These will look like your traditional red wine glass. Now that's fine. Water goblets have changed in their style over the years. Some people have the standard simple water goblet, or you might want to find something a bit more ornate. This is also a water goblet, and I like this. It's heavier, and the reason for that is that the water is refilled more often, it's used more often than, say, a wine glass, so you want a sturdier glass that you can use for it. All right, guys, we do have many options available in water goblets. Now, as we go down the line, you're going to see some more styles. This is the Windsor white wine glass, similar to the Gallant, but not as rounded, bit more elongated. Now, the purpose, people might ask, where did this whole concept of having a wine stem come from? Now, in most other countries where wine is made and whatever, wine is served at room temperature, but room temperature is lower than room temperature out here. Alright guys, Jamaica is hot compared to a lot of these places. So red wine is served at room temperature, but some white wines would also be served as slightly chilled. Now slightly chilled up there would not be the same as slightly chilled here because it's naturally cold up there. You guys understand what I'm saying. The purpose of this is to lower the amount of heat you transfer from your body into the glass. That's really the purpose of this stem. And it look pretty, to be honest. So by holding it here or gently, and you're not gripping the whole of the glass, less heat is transferred into the wine or the beverage you have in the glass. And that's really the purpose for it. The reason that water goblets would be bigger is because ideally you're going to be putting ice in those as well, and you need more space. So again, red wine, white wine. And now we have a different style of red wine glass. This is this Celebra red wine glass. Now you're seeing a pattern. You're still seeing that wider bowl shape, and where the rim is a little wider than your traditional white wine glass. And as you come down the line, you'll see some more of them. Again, this is just variations on the theme. Let's call it that. You have an Imperatrice white wine and an Imperatrice red wine. Same thing. The bowl narrower to the top when you get to the rim for the white wine glass, and the red wine is a little wider at the rim so it can breathe. Now you get to something that's a little bit different. We're going to come down one level. This is a relatively newer style. Now this is written as a water glass. Now the reason for that would just be more for style. This is really up to you at this point, guys. As we said, when you buy it, it's up to you what you use it for. I have also seen these glasses used for red wine because it gives you a nice gracious point to hold on to. And red wine being served at room temperature, generally doesn't matter that you hold it like this and get more of your hand around the glass. Okay guys, let's put this one back. Now I'm going to take a step down and we're going to talk about something that most people don't realize. When people think beer glasses, they may immediately think of the beer mug or the beer Stein, which we have lots of. But this is a specially designed beer glass called the Dublin beer glass. Now that would be pretty much because of Dublin being a place where types of beer are created. Remember, you have pilsners, you have stouts, you have lagers, and a whole host of craft beers. Just like wine, beer glasses are designed to enhance either the flavor or the look of beer. So based on how the glass is, say you put a stout in here, you're going to get a nice hefty head on the stout, that foam at the very top, and you get a better look, and you'll be able to see the colors as well as the carbonation rise in the taller glass. Similarly for, this is the Dublin and this is the Windsor beer glass. So a similar concept as we go along the line. We're going to take you some more to the left, and now we're going to show you some of the very pretty stuff, really, really attractive. Once upon a time, colored wine glasses was a no-no. It was not a thing. You could not color a wine glass. That is for pick-me juice glass. That is a far cry from where we are today, where it's all about what style you want, what look and what feel you want, either in your restaurant, your cafeteria, or your very own kitchen. So what we at Bashco have tried to do is get a good cross-section of that style, of that feel. Now, like I said, colors are back in. We have a lot of red in your kitchen. We have blue, we have green, we have even shades of gray, and even black in some cases are very good. So what we have here, this is it just says wine glass, and that's great because a glass like this in your home is really what you want to put in it. Okay, really nice. It's a more delicate type of glass, so this would not be something you'd want to in a heavy use situation, guys. Let's be completely honest with each other. All right, but it is very, very pretty, and especially coming close to the Christmas season, if you want to have a glass that's a little different in your space. Again, we look at this one now. I would lean towards using this more for a red wine. As you can see, the rim is wide at the top and it's a wider bowl. So for the flavors of red wine, this would complement them better. Also, I like the shape of the stem. If you want to not transfer too much heat to the glass, you can hold it by the stem. Really nice look. It has this beveled look. Almost looks like a vase. You could even use some of these glasses, guys. We're going to talk about that in a bit. Not for beverages, but say you're making desserts. Say you're making mini trifles. Say you're making mini cakes, mini cheesecakes. Creme anglaise, I want to say, is one of those as well. Flans, panna cottas. These are great glasses for using for that kind of stuff. Now this is a very different glass. It is very, it's almost like a pedestal. It's like something higher up. It's a really nice glass. Now this has a narrower rim at the top again, so maybe you'll want to use this for more white wine, because that's the whole idea of it narrowing at the top. Now I'm going to make a move away from these just to show you some more very attractive styles. That's really pretty. So I'm going to talk about champagne flutes now, or sparkling wine glasses. Now, when you say a flute, you just really mean an elongated or a fluted glass. So this is a good example of a champagne flute in a very attractive color. Now, the reason for most, and I'll be honest, the reason why champagne flutes or sparkling wine flutes were designed like this was for two reasons. One, so it can have a very attractive pour in high society, so you'd see a nice tall pour, and especially so you could see the bubbles in your sparkling wine rise, your champagne. Bear in mind, guys, that you can only call French sparkling wine champagne if the grapes are from a particular valley in France. That's where that whole term comes from. So that's a bit of information. You know, you're having a party one day at your house, you can use that as a trivia question. That's from Omar. Congratulations, have a good one. Okay, another type of champagne flute right here. This is similar to that wine glass we saw earlier, where it's that shade of red. Now, I like this because with this one, the purple goes all the way down to the entire stem. But with this, it's almost like it feels Valentine's-y or Christmassy, or really if just red is your color in your home. I will step down again and you find these. Now, this is different. You have this very elaborate pattern on the stem as well. So now your wine glasses have become a statement piece. And let's be honest, that's a part of where the whole feel of drinking wine also comes in. It's a very, very pretty thing to take part in, very exciting and lavish thing to take part in. I will come down again, and now we're going to start to talk about those wine glasses that are not always designed for wine, or those drinking glasses. So let's look at this. Without looking at the display and to show you what it says on it. Now, this glass would be a bit misleading. A glass of this shape and this style can also be used for drinking margaritas, or even some types of martini. Not the traditional martini, we have a martini glass. But if you have like a flavored martini, say an appletini, these type of things, you can use this. But because of its very distinctive shape, this glass is great for serving desserts in. Say you're making ice cream sundaes. Say you have a tiramisu or another pudding type of dessert. These are great glasses, and they make a very elegant display. You could even use this, if you had a set of them, as just a small floral arrangement for a single table or a cafe table. These are great choices as well. I'm putting them down very gently because I'm very nervous when I hold these glasses. So let's look at these. This is also technically a sparkling white wine glass. It's not quite as fluted as a champagne flute. It wants to look almost like a cordial glass that's been stretched out a bit. So you can use this for anything you really wanted to. I still see it as a bit of a sparkling wine glass. If you wanted to pour maybe a little less sparkling wine, you could use it as a mimosa glass. Now, a mimosa, guys, is where you mix sparkling wine with traditionally orange juice. It's a breakfast beverage. Please drink responsibly at all times of the day. It's a breakfast beverage, but this could be a good glass for those kind of things as well. Whew. Now down here, we come down the line. We come from your drinking glasses into some other glassware. Now these are your traditional dessert bowls, also made of very nice glassware. This would be good for homeowners, as for gifting, or for caterers alike. You can use that either, you can even use this in prep work. If you were doing a lot of cooking, you wanted to separate your seasonings and whatever, or for baking purposes, 220 ml, good size, and you can use for anything. Now I want to come down the line, take it to the right, and then we're going to start talking about drinking glasses. I still have to mention these, guys. These are beautiful, these are different, and I hope that my producer does not buy all of them before the day is done, because these are very, very nice. This is a good example of how glass styles can match. So say you're setting an official table. Okay, guys? You want to go with this style. So you set this as your champagne glass or your sparkling wine glass. You could then use this as your red wine glass or your water goblet for the table. You get a really nice look for those of you who are in those catering schools and what have you, cooking classes and hospitality. This is a good look to go for. It's very modern, it's very nice. It's called the Brunello. Whew. All right. Okay. And then we have the green in the swirled glass as well. And this is your traditional martini glass. I want to talk about this. For those of you who are 007 fans, the traditional James Bond, This was his drink of choice, martini on the dry martini, shaken, not stirred. This was his drink of choice with 1 green olive in it. Very nice glass. Also can be used for some dessert applications as well, or even in some, I forget the term as well, but that very gourmand style of cooking where it's a very small appetizer. It goes into this thing. Drinking glasses. Drinking glasses we have in abundance, and there are so many styles. Along with that, we do have over here, this is a type of hardened glass used for coffee mugs. Now, a lot of people may not feel comfortable using glass for coffee mugs. You have to get a specific type of hardened glass for that purpose. We do have some very nice, now guys, when you see glass like this, that's a bit cloudy, it's deliberate, and it's a type of composite glass that involves some ceramic into it, so you can put hot beverages in those as well. But let's come over here, because this is now the set of glasses maybe everyone is more familiar with it. We're going to talk about tumbler glasses. We're going to talk about rock glasses, all right? Traditional rock glasses, which are also known as your old-fashioned glass, okay? Now, the reason we call them rock glasses, or as most people colloquially say is rocks glasses, is because when you're having a mixed drink or a straight beverage, alcoholic beverage, you could have it either on the rocks, which is to have your drink poured over ice, which is where that term rocks glass or rock glass came from. You also have double rock glasses, which are a bit larger, so you get a double pour. Or you have them neat, which is to not have them over ice at all, or straight. Okay, so when you see tumblers, you see rock glasses, they're all general purpose glasses, all general purpose glasses within reason. This is good, this is fun. All-purpose glass. That works for you guys? That works for us too? Can you give me a nod? That's okay? Good, perfect, thank you very much. And now you get what you call your long drink or your traditional beverage glass. Some people can use the term highball for them. A highball is really coming from a type of cocktail that was made a long time ago. But your tall beverage glass, use them for juice, you can use them for water, you can use them for some mixed drinks. And you go along the line, you see different types. Now this is your traditional, this is a traditional highball glass. This is what used to be called the highball. Alright guys? Long drink tends to be generally what's used, or a tall beverage glass. Wow, okay. Coming down the line, you just see various styles of that same glass type. And now you see your juice glasses. Juice glasses, generally speaking, are shorter than your long drink or your water glass. I don't really know why that was, guys, because honestly, when I go to places and they give me, I ask for a juice and I get this much, I feel a little bit upset, honestly. So this is my juice glass, but this is traditionally a juice glass. And various styles again. I actually like little fish ones, little fishies. And you come along here. This is to match that other beverage glass that we have. This is very commonly used. It's a bit retro. This was used all over the world for multiple purposes, and this is a very nice juice glass variant of it. And again, you have some more the rock glasses, even colored. I'm glad we have this one. This is really a double rock glass. It's really a tumbler. It's a large glass. I think it holds about 14 ounces, and this can be used for either mixed beverages or straight beverages. And down here, I'm very excited to show you, this is what we call your traditional beer stein. Alright guys, two different styles. I'm going to bring them up here for you guys to see. These are beer steins. Beer steins are designed for you to get a good hold on them. They have a larger base, and the larger base is so that there's less heat transfer from the surface into the beverage, so that temperature keeps longer. It also is designed so when you pour the beer, you can get a good foam or a good head on top of it, and you can see it used for stout, used for lager especially, and some pilsners. This is called a pint glass. This is also used for beer, but you can use it like how you would use the long drink or the long beverage glasses. I've also seen a similar glass used for the purpose of like blended drinks, milkshakes. Now traditionally the type of glass you use for blended drinks is called the hurricane glass. We don't have any right now, but we have something similar to it, guys. Now a hurricane glass has a stem. We used to have them and we will be getting them back in stock. Don't worry guys, I know you asked for them and we will get them for you. I'll just put this down. The hurricane glass, you guys have ever been out and ordered a pina colada or a daiquiri or something like that, or a blended fruit punch. It has a stem on it, and then it has like a double curve to it, and then they put the straw with a little umbrella in it for you at the top. And those are really just because they look nice. This can also be used as a beer glass because of that. It has that shape and it has that wider base and it has that space for the head at the top of the glass. And that's what we would call maybe your traditional glasses. Now, there's been some changes lately, and the resurgence of something that was used long ago for a particular storage purpose, and now it is used pretty much for every beverage you can think of, including hot ones. All right, guys, so this is your standard mason jar. I mean, this is a bit unstandard because it's very nice and blue, but it's a mason jar. Now, again, mason jars were used on the frontier in out west, where I'm pointing to the left, like that's west, so that's west now. Okay, guys, so for storage and for when they've made these various beverages or preserves like jams and jellies to keep them. But what they're used for now is for all types of drinks, your fresh juices, your blended drinks. I mean, people buy them for water, and they're really nice, they're very attractive, and we have a very wide variety of them. Guys, if you come into Bashco and you look them on the shelf, we don't keep the straws in them because they tend to drop out when we're packing the shelf, so you just ask a friendly staff member for the straws. Now, when you're making sangrias, special sangrias, especially sorrel sangrias as we get close to the season, these are great for them. Now, the reason these are great for those mixes that require, I don't want to say mulching, there's another term for it. I'm not a beverageologist, guys. Muddling, that's the term. When you muddle mint and other flavors into a drink, you take that piece from the mortar and pestle, you actually press it into simple syrup or other fluids inside the beverage. These are great for that because there's plenty of space on the inside, and it's a very hard piece of glass. And then, of course, you can put your straw in it, and then you're good to go. I also see a lot of smoothie shops using these now as a great option. So that's pretty much our glassware in not a nutshell. Thank you for those of you who were interested and wanted to know a bit about it. I'm going to take you over now, while we still have some time, to show you some of the start of our Christmas arrivals.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
Guys, this is our 150 centimeter LED Christmas tree, and these are the filaments at the end, as you can see. They light up and they come, and they light up and they go. So it's a multi-function LED Christmas tree, really, really nice, with a star on top, so that's very nice. Along with that, we do have a 6-foot white, 6-foot green, and a 5-foot white Christmas tree. We're going to be having those for the entire Christmas season for you guys. So come out and get your Christmas tree. Now, thanks to some wonderful Bashco staff, we have a little extension cord because I want to show you some of our Christmas things in the Christmas corner. Of course, we do have your ornaments, various sizes. We have the larger Christmas balls, the smaller ones, multicolored packs, and if you're going for a theme in your home or your workspace, these are great options. There are more things coming, guys. We do have also, if you see over there, the multicolored traditional Christmas colors of the green and the red with gold and white. What we have here are some new LED lights that we did not have last year. I'm very excited to show them to you, and I'm going to show them to you before the producer buys all of them once again. Really nice. Okay, very, very thin wire. You don't have to just use it in a Christmas tree. If you have a space you're decorating, maybe you have some decorative garland, maybe you have some space in your office you want to fix up, these would be great as well. Let's plug it in and give you guys a little show. Look at that. Really nice. Steady burning. These are steady burning multicolored units. Very, very nice. And here we have, these are a little different, 80 crystal LED. So you can see the bulbs are shaped a little differently, so you get a different look. Let's give it a plug-in. So these are multifunction, very pretty as well. They look like little crystals, little gems. And there's a lot more over here. So we have, these are 100 LED lights. Make the season bright. Right? And the nice thing about LED, guys, if you don't understand LED is a more efficient form of power. So it won't cost you as much to power the LED lights. Look at that. So here we go. These are 100 LED, and you can see on the side here, this is the white one. Let's hope we didn't have any problems with this one. Let's check this out. And that's actually white. So the nice thing about LED is that when people say white in lights, they tend to think that traditional yellow or goldish tone. If you want a specific color, these are actually white. Very, very nice. for all of your Christmas applications, and even for your non-Christmas applications. If you're a decorator, you know you're doing a lot of weddings, pick these up while we have them, because they're very good for putting behind fabric, doing that kind of thing. This is a, which one is this? This is the white as well. This says red. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, this is purple. Oh, this is nice. That's different. I've never seen purple Christmas lights. Look at that. Look at this. Right? For all our people in the back, we have someone who did not go to KC because it's not a girls' school. So she could not have physically gone to KC. But big up KC. Right? I'm not good at putting this back. I'm just going to rest it right here. Oh, it is purple. We have red, we have green. They said they're frosted LEDs. Oh, okay guys, so you can see that the bulbs have a bit of, I guess, frosting. Not the edible kind, alright? This is your multifunction switch, very important. So this will tell you the different functions you get by pressing that button once it's plugged in. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Okay. That's nice. Let's press the button. And we get a change. Press again. And these are steady fading now. That's a fade and flashing. I love Christmas lights. Sorry, I will get transfixed by this, guys. And then we do have, this is the frosted 8-function LED lights. I like this one very much. Putting it back in the box, whoever comes to pick it up. And then we have your, these are your traditional style lights as well. Forgive my extension cord, guys. I was, you know, it's just to plug in the lights. Let's just rest it over here. So these are the start of our Christmas stuff, and this is a very small selection, but I'm sure we're gonna get some more, and you'll ask for them in the different stores for your Christmas hats as well. We will be taking you through some more Christmas stuff as we go along. So thank you for being with us on the show today, guys. We did go through a lot of information on glassware, and remember, glassware is sometimes a bit of a misnomer because there's other stuff that falls in there, like you're drinking plastic cups and stuff. But we looked at the wine glasses, we looked at champagne flutes, we looked at special beer glasses, we looked at highball glasses and old-fashioned or rock glasses, juice glasses, water goblets. We looked at everything over there, and then we came over here to see some of that really amazing Christmas stuff. But I am really excited, as I told you at the start of the show, to stay tuned. And now I'm ready to tell you all about Nova November. Come into any Bashco store from November 10th to the end of November and spend either multiples of $2,500, inclusive of GCT, or buy any Nova appliance and get entry forms for your chance to win one of 12 42-inch Nova LED smart TVs. For full contest details, guys, go on to our Facebook page in the notes section and we'll give you the full contest details. So come into any Bashco store and shop today for your chance to win. Guys, remember to follow us on all of our social media feeds, www.facebook.com/BASHCO and at Bashco Jamaica on Twitter and Instagram, and me at Omar Bashco for all the updates. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Bashco time.
All the things that you need for your home, prices all over.